Hello, this is our iOS project. I am Can Kos and my project partner is Arda Erlik. Together today we will be presenting Coach Bank, an iOS application which we wrote together. So let's start. This is our login screen. Arda will now log in. He will be navigating and I will basically be talking to you. So he's now putting his Turkish national ID, which is a randomly generated number, and the password. You can see that the passwords keyboard cannot be seen because we have adjusted that on the notification settings with observers. Password is fully numerical. So we have signed in. Now we have a bunch of different interfaces. We will start with the settings. So let's go to the settings for this randomly generated user whose name is Kaije Halso. The name is also randomly generated, I think. So you can see his information, and the user can change password through the settings part. So the settings part is this password update part is completely working. We have learned how to update the database in this course. We are using, so for example, the password changing thing is going to give an error if the old password is the same as the new password. And this is like a Google Firebase database. So the user can also choose to sign out, but obviously we are not going to be signing out so that we can show you the other interfaces. Let's go back to the main page. So on the main page, we have accounts and cards. These are the accounts of this accounts that belongs to this person. As you can see, he has some different asset types, such as like gold, United States dollar, euro, and Turkish lira. You can, so if Arda clicks on any of these accounts, he will be able to see some details. Arda, can you please click on? Okay, so for example, this is the USD account for this. This is the USD account for this user. Okay, so and every user can have multiple cards from Koç Bank. And as you can see, each card has like this type of Visa or MasterCard, and they are in like a horizontally sliding collection view, which is what we did on our proposal. Arda will now click onto a card. You can see that each card has its randomly generated number. You know, a due of payment, current debt, and usable limits. That's basically it for every card. So now we will move on to wallets. So in a wallet, you can see the total net worth of the user. You can see their debt. These numbers are randomly generated, but you know, the net worth and total worth, obviously that total debt is calculated by us. However, you know, the funds, stocks, and bonds, those are automatically generated. And you know, there's a pie chart that one is also generated according to the randomly generated number. So that chart is kind of dynamic. Arda will now show you debts. So this debts is fully the debts also has a pie chart, which is what our instructor wanted us to create for this part. So let's move on to transfers. So the transfers page document each transfer each transaction that the user have made in the past. These transactions indicate the Turkish national ID from like one side to the other side, which is, you know, we can see that this user has sent different amounts to different users, and every transaction has, you know, a unique ID. So Arda, can you click on one of these transactions? Oh, sorry, can you click on transfer money? All right. So here on transfer money, you can see that like each user has multiple accounts, right? So the user is going to send money to another user by using one of his accounts, and the amount that they have sent will actually get deduced from their accounts. So let's first make sure that, you know, this transfer page does not have any, you know, weird bugs. Arda will now show you, you know, our, you know, the kind of errors that we give to the user in the case that, you know, they have a wrong ID, or they exceed the total amount that exists on their account, or, you know, the user that they are trying to send money to might not have the that numerical number which we identify as IBAN. So, you know, for example, it said wrong Turkish national ID. Please try again. So I think Arda is now going to put in a correct national ID this time. However, the IBAN is not, like, the IBAN is going to be incorrect. As you can see, it said invalid IBAN. Please try again. Okay. So now let's say Arda writes an amount that exceeds the, like, Arda is now doing a wrong IBAN. Okay, so okay, so that's a successful transaction, for example. That's Turkish national ID matched with the IBAN, and, you know, the current user that we are sending money from had enough funds, and that's a successful transfer. Okay, so if the amount exceeds the user's account, then, you know, it's going to say insufficient balance. Okay, let's move on to investments. So on investments, we have three categories. These are stocks, forex, and funds. So the users will be able to see the differing prices of stocks and bonds, and, you know, forex. We keep these on a table view, and, you know, you can see different stocks, for example. Here, there's like, it's like a table view inside a table view. This is all, like, this all matches our proposal. You know, this information is kept on the database as well, so we do not use any active scrapers or so on. Okay, that's basically it. So thanks a lot, Arda, for helping me navigate through this thing. So let's sign out, right? And that's how a user signs out. That's basically our iOS project. Thanks a lot for listening to us.